Peace, beautiful people. James was created by James here. And on today's video, we're going to be doing another marble style pour, but this time we're using a bunch of shades of blue to try to create a nice, wonderful effect here. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. As always, if you would, please like, comment, subscribe. It definitely helps me out. Just like before, whenever you're doing the flip cup and drag style pour to get that marbling effect, especially when you're using colors that are within the same family, you want to make sure that you get more of the white as your base and also separate your colors with a bit more white in there. This helps to keep them from simply just bleeding together and allows them to keep some of that differentiation when you are sliding them to create that appeal, that effect of that marble that we're looking for here. So here we are laying some more of our white, which is, in a way, it's still going to be similar to a base coat, but what we're looking to do is make sure we can create some movement with the paint once we start to actually drag those colors around. So we're supporting the prime colors we have in there with a little bit more of a white outline. And once you start, you don't want to release that cup completely. You give it a little bit of a squeeze as you start to move it around. And when you are creating that marble effect, remember, the more movement you can get, the better. So you're using this cup to kind of create your foundation for where you're going. So don't fear moving it around. Just release a little bit of pressure, lift that cup a little bit as you go, and make it move. Alright, we are on to our next piece here. Now what I found whenever you're doing pours over things that have different angles and are not just single solid pieces, you really do have to maneuver and manipulate your colors a bit more. With doing this style, the marbling effect, it is perfect for that because, as I said before, it's designed to be created with more movement. So on here, we're going to be controlling pretty much the three primary areas for the letter. And we're going to really try to get them to work together to create that effect that we're looking for. So something that I want to point out about this style of a pour, or any type of a pour where you're manipulating the paint more by hand prior to tilting your canvas, Although it may appear to some as though you're just simply randomly moving the colors around or just kind of sliding it through, that is not the case. You have to be a bit intentional and kind of see where you want it to go before you start to move. And then as you are sliding your cup or dragging those colors around to create some of those lines and those variations, you kind of need to be planning out where it's going to go as you start to manipulate it, just because you need it to look like one seamless entity that has a lot of variation, especially when you're doing multiple cups like I'm doing on this piece. You don't want it to just become a mess or a mash of colors. You want to make sure you are intentional in how you are moving those colors around. And just like that, we are finished. I absolutely love how these colors are working together. Love the highlights and the separation from those darker hues to the whites. That white really did work out well at giving us that true marbling effect, especially when you look at it on this letter Z here. This piece is going to be embellished, and I believe we have a great foundation for it. I'm looking forward to the video doing that for you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It definitely helps me out, and I look forward to sharing more.